Ink Ribbon.
Hi everybody, how are you? I'm very tired because I went to a cosplay convention and it was so much fun, but oh my god, there was like a million people and I got to meet Lady D and it was awesome, but I'm so tired. I have a lot of fun content coming, but today I thought we'd just have a nice, relaxing ranking video because those are always fun. And I was like, hey, what about ranking all the unlockables in Resident Evil? Because there's quite a few. Some are better than others, and that's what we're going to do today. So let's do that. Okay, I have no idea what order these are in, but we'll just start with this is the infinite rocket launcher that you get in Resident Evil 1 Remake. Now, here's the thing about the rocket launchers. When I was younger and I wasn't very good at gaming, I loved the rocket launchers because, like, you could just blow up everything. Now that I'm a more seasoned video game player, especially a Resident Evil player, I don't really like the rocket launchers as much. They're just so big and unnecessary. So for me personally, I guess I'll put it at A. I mean, it's a feat. You know, it's like a rite of passage to unlock that. But we'll stick with Resident Evil 1 Remake just to get through this a little less clunky. I'm guessing this is these pictures are really small. This is the Infinite Samurai Edge. This is better. I will put this at S at least because I don't know if anyone else does this. Like I did this even when I played Resident Evil back in the day. I would purposely unequip like the shotgun or the grenade launcher, any two-handed weapons, and have Leon or Claire or whoever hold a handgun because I preferred them to run with the handgun than with like a dual-handed weapon. I don't know. So because of that, and again because of my skills now, I think the Samurai Edge is way better than the rocket launcher. I'd much rather have that. Like no problems after that. What else did Resident Evil 1 Remake have? Okay, I might have missed one, but we'll just move on. I guess we'll do Resident Evil Zero because here we have that stupid. Ugh, I'm gonna put this one in C and then see how I feel about it after I think about it. But this is Resident Evil Zero. It is. I can't remember if it's infinite when you get it, but it is found in the train at the beginning, and it is a double shot shotgun that I don't think is as powerful as a regular shotgun, but it only holds 2 rounds, so you're just constantly reloading, and that's kind of the give and take. I really can't remember. Is it infinite? Okay, hold on. It's the first shotgun found in Resident Evil Zero besides the shotgun. Oh, okay. I guess you just find it. I never pick it up because it's so annoying to use, but I guess the unlockable is infinite ammo for it. If you're just starting out in your like unlockables journey for Resident Evil 0, it's fine. Like you still I'm pretty sure you still have to reload. God, I haven't played Resident Evil 0 in so long, but I don't know. I don't like it. So, I'm going to put it at C. I'm going to put it at D. I really don't like it. Now, continuing with Resident Evil 0, we have the submachine gun. So any Resident Evil player probably knows this by now, but the thing about submachine guns or any auto fire weapon is that it just gets really annoying to use after a while. Like the submachine gun in Resident Evil 2, just like the it's like shut up, like I usually don't use those specifically because the noise just drives me crazy after a while. I will use like literally any other weapon. It's kind of the same with the rocket launcher, just the constant explosions. So I'll put that one at C because it's good, but it's annoying. So Infinite Magnum for me personally is always going to be top tier because it combines the aesthetics of a handgun with the power of a rocket launcher. What more could you want? In fact, I'm gonna probably all the Magnums are gonna end up at the top. We all have our preferences. Those are mine. This is my ranking list. I will put them where I want. Although I much prefer the Desert Eagle, like the handgun style Magnums over the revolver type. Doesn't really matter. It's not that important. Well, this is for like multiple games, but I'll put it in here. And I will put this one above all else. This is infinite ammo for either a weapon of your choice or all weapons. I really like what Resident Evil 3 did. You can just pick any weapon you want. and be like, I want this weapon to have infinite ammo, which of course for me was the Magnum, but I'm sure for some of you it was the shotgun or the grenade launcher, and that's cool because then the player can choose any weapon they want. The mine thrower was also a really cool choice for that. Okay, I'm looking at this now and I'm realizing that they're missing classic. I didn't make this tier list, but they're missing classic Resident Evil 2 and 3. But those rewards are kind of universal across Resident Evil. So moving on to, what is this? The Gatling gun. All right, so Resident Evil 2 remake, sure. The Gatling gun's okay. It just, it takes a while to shoot, which makes it almost useless, although it's so powerful that it just like rips apart all the zombies, which is kind of like, it's like fun in an evil way, and it's kind of like I'll put that at B. Okay, and then we got the infinite knife. This is a really important one. In the other games, of course, the knife was infinite, but once the knife becomes breakable, all of a sudden the knife is very, very important, especially because in Resident Evil 2 Remake, it was the only way to prevent taking damage. I guess there was also like the daggers in Resident Evil 1 Remake. That's probably where they got the idea for that, but I'm agonizing over this more than I should. I'll just put it at S. The MP5. I really like this. I'm going to put that... Ooh. Oh, God. I don't know. AS or ASS. I was happy that an MP5 was included in Resident Evil 2. I thought that that weapon was cool. I know this is a controversial thing to say, but ever since I saw Michelle Rodriguez using the MP5 in the Resident Evil movie, the first one, I was like, that's a cool gun.
Bitch isn't standing now.
And for some reason, I never thought like that should be in Resident Evil, but then they added it, and I was like, cool. So I'm happy about that, and it doesn't make a horribly annoying sound. The only thing is like, it's too, this is going to sound weird, it's too powerful and it's too accurate because it kind of almost takes the fun out of killing monsters. Like, it's just too OP, so kind of same as a rocket launcher. I'll leave it in A. Okay, I think that's everything for Resident Evil 2 Remake. What is this? Is that the linear launcher? Okay, I think that's the linear launcher from Code Veronica, which if you don't know, I guess it shoots plasma. It's unlimited ammo, but the cool thing is it goes into first person, similar to the sniper rifle. And of course, it kills everything in one hit and is the only way to defeat Alexia, who is the final boss at the end of the game. You don't get the linear launcher for the main game. You only get it for the battle game, although you can get the rocket launcher for the main game. Wait, can you get the linear launcher in Darkside Chronicles? Once the game is beaten on hard mode, this weapon can be used by every character in any scenario. It's the only other weapon in the game with infinite ammo alongside the handgun. Wow. Oh, and you can upgrade it. I don't remember unlocking the linear launcher, but I played the hell out of Darkside Chronicles. I'm going to have to go back to that. Either way, same as a rocket launcher. It's slow and overpowered and unnecessary. It's an overkill, so I'm just going to put it in the A. Okay, continuing with the remakes, we got the whatever handgun. I'm assuming this is from, it looks like Resident Evil 3 remake. These are so tiny. I feel like that grandma meme, like what is this? It's fine. It's a infinite handgun. It's a really great place to start for unlockables. I'll put it at B. What it lacks in firepower, it makes up for with accuracy and speed, unlike the Gatling gun, which is the opposite. So we'll leave that there. This machine gun kind of falls in the same category as the MP5. It's great, but it's so overpowered. Although I do appreciate it as kind of like a throwback to the original game, because in the original Resident Evil 3, you got the assault rifle on easy mode, and you could also unlock it in Mercenaries. It's just a handgun, but faster, and it didn't make a horribly annoying sound that was super loud like Resident Evil 2. Ooh, the Raiden. I loved this gun. I probably used it a lot more in Resistance than I did in Resident Evil 3 Remake, but I really like it because I'm someone who prides myself in their ability to pull off headshots with a controller, and this thing, like, that's how this one works, is basically it does very little damage to the enemy, except if you hit their critical area, then it does like an insane amount of damage, which for a zombie would be like the head. Or so if you're really accurate, you get rewarded, but if you're not accurate, you kind of get punished. And I think that's a really interesting thing. That actually makes me want to play Resident Evil 3 Remake again just for that. I totally forgot about that gun. I love it. S rank. What was this again? Okay, this is the Stars Combat Manual. Edited by Chris Redfield. While held, physical feats such as perfect dodge will become easier to perform. Oh, yeah. That one, I'll put it at C. It wasn't really, like, that crazy. And then we have the ammo crafter thing, which just gives you, when you craft ammo, you get more of it. I'd never really used this, to be honest. I would usually leave it in the inventory box if I was going to use it and then come and get it. It entirely depends on how you feel about crafting ammo. I didn't really care, so I'll just leave that at C. Then we have the... these coins were in both Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 3 Remake. If it's the one I'm thinking of, let me verify that. Defense coins. These didn't really do that much as far as I could tell. I was all about the other coin, the recovery coin, where you gain health. I was like, oh yes. I guess I'll put this at C, but the recovery coin is not here, but if it was, I would put it at S rank, because you don't need to heal. You just have to not die, kill all the enemies, and then wait, and your health will go back up. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Magical. The Hot Dogger, which, by the way, I don't know if this is like what the reference to the Hot Dogger is, but in the 70s, there was something called a Hot Dogger, and it was like basically you cooked hot dogs via electricity. And I don't know if that's where they got the name or how that's related, but there's a little fun fact trivia for you. I don't know. The Hot Dogger was a fire knife. It was cool when you'd stab someone and they burst into flames. That was fun, but I'll just put that at B rank because, again, I didn't really use it that much, and it was alright. I don't know if any of you used it. By the way, if any of these you're like, oh my god, I can't believe you put that here, let me know in the comments, because maybe I haven't used these, I haven't used these in the way that they're supposed to, and I'm doing it wrong, and you can tell me. Let's do Resident Evil for the original. The Chicago typewriter, I'm going to put it in the A tier. It's along with the rocket launcher and the crazy machine guns. It's just insanely powerful, and if you prefer a machine gun over blowing stuff up, which I think is better because rockets and explosions give you splash damage and hurt you, whereas the Chicago typewriter doesn't. Same thing with the hand cannon. Actually, I'm going to put the hand cannon in B because of the accuracy problem. I can't remember now because I've played the remake so much more. But just, oh my god, the accuracy. Like, your reticle is like this big and you fire and you aim like way off in the middle of nowhere. And you have infinite ammo, but good luck hitting your target, you know, it sucks. Then we have the Matilda. I'll put this in the A tier because it is so rapid fire and powerful and infinite, not to mention bonus points for being a Resident Evil 2 nod and, you know, just reminding Leon where he came from. Ashley's armor, I think I'm going to put that in SS. I almost never play without Ashley's armor just because I don't want to have to deal with trying to rescue her every 5 seconds.
Well, I graduated. Wonder what's next.
When it's time.
My god. An advertisement was playing on some website. Okay, the antlers. Aesthetically, I like the antlers a lot. I had Leon equipped with them for most of the game until I unlocked the better ones, but the antlers make your knife a lot more powerful. So if you like to play with the knife, or if you're doing a knife only run, then it's really helpful, but otherwise, once you unlock other stuff, it's, you know, it's okay. I'll put it at B. I just realized we went from Resident Evil 4 to Resident Evil 4 Remake. There's the hand cannon. Either hand cannon, I can't remember which one, but both of them, they're so crazy. And the recoil is insane, and the accuracy is so low, I'm just going to put them both in B. Now, this is one I don't know how people are going to react. Oh. Okay, some of you are going to get mad at me, but I am putting the PLR. Oh, God. I'm going to put it in D just because it is... I think of it as like the fun sucker. and not in the good way. I mean, it sucks the fun out of the game because you just kill everything, and then it's like, ugh, like, what's the point? I don't know. I like enemy encounters in Resident Evil 4. The combat's really fun, so sorry, but I don't like that. I never cared that it wasn't in the remake, and I know some of you love it. I'm not taking that away from you. You are allowed to love it, and I still love you if you love it. It's fine. And the Chicago sweeper, typewriter, whatever, it's going to go in the same category as the other one. And then we have the wolf tail. What was... Okay, wolf tail increases your melee attack power, which... not really that helpful. It's one of the first things you unlock. It doesn't do much, and it takes up an accessory slot, which you only get one, so I'm gonna put that in D. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in D. The chicken hat was super, super helpful, especially when I was doing separate ways, because Ada gets her own chicken hat. I'm gonna put that in B, because it helped me a lot. It didn't save me. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to put it in A because it did actually save me quite a bit. Now, this one, I don't know if people know this, but the gas mask is one of the best accessories in Resident Evil 4 Remake. I'm actually going to put it in S. I had Leon equipped with that for most of my hard playthroughs, and in VR, if you have that equipped, all of your guns have laser sights, which if you've played Resident Evil 4 VR, probably haven't, because according to Capcom stats, like 1% of players played it in VR, which is such a shame because it's so good. But anyway, if you've played it in VR, you know that the laser sight makes all the difference because it makes it way easier to aim, and this gives literally all your weapons a laser sight. It's kind of like because in regular gameplay, it gives you auto aim regardless of difficulty, but I had that on through my entire VR playthrough, and it was awesome. It helped so much. What? Okay, I need to look up Resident Evil 5 Unlockables, because that's another game I have not played in quite some time. This is the handgun that Claire has in Code Veronica, fully upgraded. I know that this is a Resident Evil 5 thing, but it's just a handgun. I don't think you get infinite ammo. I guess when you upgrade it and all that you do, but I'll just put that in... I guess B, it's rapid fire, whatever. The Hydra is really fun, but ultimately it's just a shotgun. So I'm going to put that in C. It looks really cool and everything. Sheva's bow is an S tier, for sure. It's unlimited ammo. It's very powerful. The only drawback is there's no laser sight. I guess because it's a bow and arrow or whatever. But once you learn how to use it and you get familiar with it, it's like the only way to play a Sheva. Okay, and in here is a crossbow. I don't remember what game this crossbow is from because it's in several. It looks like it might be Resident Evil 6, but I don't remember any unlockables in Resident Evil 6. But I want to love the crossbow so bad, and it's always terrible in every game. Like, there's always something wrong with it. I think Resident Evil 6 was the best one because Ada had that ability to, like, shoot and do a backflip at the same time, plus they added explosive bolts. So I'm going to assume this is from Resident Evil 6, so I'll put that in C. It's fine. Okay, I think that's it for those games. Now we're going to move on to Revelations and Revelations 2. And you'll be happy to know I am, in my spare time, working on Revelations 2 Secrets and Easter Eggs. I'm going to get to it because you guys have asked for it for literally years. But I played it like twice and I don't remember it at all. I don't think I unlocked the bubble gun. I know that it like stuns enemies or something. And I think Natalia uses it. But it's not really that helpful. And also I'm pretty sure it affects your rank. So I'll just put that in D tier because it's cute, but it's not really that helpful. That looks like a Chicago typewriter. We'll put it in the Chicago typewriter tier. I probably shouldn't be ranking Revelations 2 because I don't remember, like, this katana and this blade, sword, knife, whatever that is. I have no idea. I don't even know which. I'm assuming because of Moira's ninja outfit, this is from that game. So we're gonna ignore these. Is that that drill from Silent Hill, that like auger thing? Okay, I'm not qualified to rank those because I don't use them and I don't really remember that game, so we're just gonna leave those alone. But moving on to Resident Evil 7, which I still need to platinum. The Albert 01, whatever it was, saved me so much. It is really annoying that it like has to reload constantly, but it's very powerful. Plus, you know, it's like the samurai edge and all that, which is very, very appreciated. Oh man, these are like rendered the same, so it's hard to tell what's Resident Evil 7 and what's Resident Evil Village. Okay, this is Secrets of Defense. It boosts Ethan's stats. I'm assuming his defense stat. Okay, I'll put that with the defense coin. And now this other one is Essence of Defense. Reduces the amount of damage you take while blocking and allows you to take a lot more hits before healing. Okay, and it says this one requires a lot more effort to unlock. I really do want to go back and play Resident Evil 7, especially because everybody says like that like Madhouse difficulty completely changes the game. I haven't really gotten to experience any of that, and I think it's been long enough that I've gotten 7 out of my system that I'm like, okay, I can play this again and experience it. So maybe in a future stream, but for now I'll just put it here because I don't remember. Ooh, sprinting shoes, S tier for 7, because oh my god, Ethan walks so slow and it makes me crazy. X-ray glasses are great when you're first learning 7, but once you know where everything is, they're not really that helpful and you never use them again, so I'll put those in D. I kind of wish the power saw was here because I remember using that all the time in 7 and it was like awesome, just like slice people's faces. The only downside is you have to get very, very close to attack, but it did a lot of damage. And now I'm 99% sure these are all Resident Evil Village weapons. So Chris's butterfly knife thing, it's actually, I don't think it's even as powerful as the other knife, is it? Either way, I don't like the curved knife because like I just imagine going like this and then slicing into your own hand. So I'm gonna put that in D. Chris's machine gun, it is a machine gun that I believe might have a silencer on it, but I don't know if it makes that big of a difference. I guess it's useful for taking enemies out from far away. I'll put that in the A tier. Same with Chris's whatever this other weapon is. I guess it's like, oh, it's a, yes, it's a silenced handgun. It's what he uses to shoot Mia at the beginning of the game. And that one is silenced. Then we have an assortment of magnums. Now, I know this is that laser thing that Chris uses to, like, a satellite comes down and, like, just blows up everything, but I never use this. I'm pretty sure, did I unlock it? Is it even an unlockable? What the heck is going on? Alright, well, I don't know where to put that. I guess I'll put it in D. I mean, nothing's really F tier, I don't think. Oh, yeah, one of these is, like, the handheld rocket launcher, and then the other one was just like basically a magnum. These are both magnums. I did not like the handheld rocket launcher thing. It was so stupid and annoying. It was like shooting firecrackers at your enemies. I was just like, what is going on here? The revolver, I don't know. I guess I'll put it at S tier just because it's a magnum. Same with this one. This one I remember I used all the time in Village. The L87, whatever the hell that gun is called. Everything has fake gun names now. And last we have whatever the hell machine gun. If you're someone who like can look at a machine gun and you immediately like, oh, that's the X37 based on the whatever model, great. I'm not that person. I don't care. It's a machine gun. These are all machine guns. Like this one shoots really fast. This one like is really loud. This one does a lot more damage, whatever. But there we go. Ooh, this would be fun to do with like unlockable costumes in Resident Evil. I'm gonna have to write that down. That'll be fun. But there you go. Infinite ammo, magnums, and Ashley armor, top tier, followed by infinite things like handguns, like the Samurai Edge or the infinite knife. Now this is, again, my own personal taste, but man, this just got me all excited. I'm like, oh my god, I want to go play Resident Evil now and like unlock all this stuff. But you guys can tell me if you agree or disagree and why, because I'm curious to know what's different between you and me. Why do you got a problem with my choices? Or if you agree, you can tell me that, and you can unlock that like button. Oh, apparently if you say hit the subscribe button, it actually lights up. So look at it, and I'll say it again. Hit the subscribe button. Did it do it? I don't know. YouTube algorithm magic. Anyway, I'm going to end this here. Thank you guys so much. I'm really excited for the content that I've got coming out, but it's just taking a while to edit. So until then, I'm Kai Morgan, and as always, thanks for watching Ink Ribbon. And a very special thank you to all of my Patreon supporters and YouTube members. Your extra support means the world to me and helps me keep making content for you guys.